I don't agree with rescinding it. And also, well, it's their choice. And also, I saw some great news for Man United. Fernandes is available. You watched him play this season for Man United. For Portugal, slightly different. I think Ali and I were on the same page here with that one. It was high. It was a bit reckless. It wasn't the most egregious I've seen, but it was needless. And it was the height of it. And it was the fact it was nowhere near the ball. So the fact that they've come out and the referee and the VAR have looked at it and gone, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. The fact I've rescinded this, for me, is strange.
Yeah, Gab, we very rarely see this happen. Are you surprised by this?
Well, I mean, look, I think when they look at this, they look at the material effect, right? Both in the moment, during the game, and the effect going forward. And, if we're saying it's somewhere maybe between a yellow and a red, I mean, for me, it was a yellow. Simply, he's being silly, but I didn't think it was dangerous just because it's high up, given also the fact that, he doesn't get him with his studs. I think had that been a yellow, it wouldn't have been an issue at all. And I think in doing so, the most importantly, they're taking away his ban. So he's going to be free to play. And I think that's what United and Fernandes were looking for. I have no issue with rescinding this red.
Frank?
Yeah, I will be with Gab because he slips before, tries to recover. Yeah, he wants to stop Maddison. But I think it's a little bit harsh, in the way that it's not a dangerous tackle in a way that we see. He's not trying to catch, the ankle or whatever it can be. He touched only with the heel, Maddison, so it's not really dangerous. The effect of what he does, there is no effect. So, yeah, a yellow would have been for me enough.
Robbo?
Yeah, to a certain degree, but it's cynical as well. Even though he's slipping, even though he's not going with his studs, he knew exactly what he was doing, and that was bringing Maddison down, who was going to run away from him. So sometimes, I think those are more worthy of a red card than some of the other things. But in terms of it being dangerous, it wasn't dangerous, so I can understand both points of view, really.
Oh, right. Very political.
Okay. So are we saying... Are we
I don't want to take a position,
don't take a decision. Don't take a decision.
I'll fill here Robert's enough offence. Are we saying we have to wait on the consequence of the challenge to decide the outcome? Is that what we're saying? We're saying...
No, Craig. Craig.
No.
We're not saying that. I'm sorry, Craig. We're not waiting. It would have been, with the sole, he would have caught, his knee. I would have said yes immediately. But we can see that the impact, the contact, is not dangerous. That's why I'm saying that. I'm not waiting for the consequences of it.
Well, it's not dangerous because it's a millisecond away from being dangerous. It's all about timing. The point is, it was a needless challenge. It wasn't a rational challenge that somebody would make, right? It just wasn't. I defy anybody to say to me that's how you would make that tackle for that particular play. It is not. He realised that he wasn't getting the ball. He did slip, but he threw the leg high into Maddison, high. And
once the ball was way gone.
It was way gone. We can't wait for a player. If they're saying that's okay, right, then any high challenges next week that don't result, or whenever the teams play next, that don't result in a player being injured but are halfway up the shin or just below the knee, as it looked at one point as he threw the leg up, they're not going to be able to issue red cards because that set the precedent there for that challenge.
Craig, I played with you. And I know how enthusiastic you were when you were playing. Imagine you slip, you want to contact, you want to dispute a ball with somebody else. You slip, but you don't want the guy to go further. Yeah, you make a needless challenge. Sorry, no, you cannot. Well, you've done it, and I'm sure you've done it during your career. I've done it. Yeah, I never tried to break a leg. I just tried to stop the guy but it wasn't. It was more like a desperate tackle, not like I want to kill the guy.
No,
so
I agree
as well. What he wanted to.
But what was good then is not good now. The laws of the game have changed to protect the players, and this is This is a challenge that is out with the norm. I mean, it is cynical, it is high, the ball is a yard and a half away, and I do not agree at all with the decision to rescind that, because there's a precedent now for the next week for players just to go and cynically chop people down halfway up the shins, and that's okay.
Well, what we know is that Bruno will be available
become
then
so
for...
soft.
All right, Frank.
I'm not soft.
I'm doing a link. I'm linking. I'm moving on.
Frank, it's not soft. It's the law.
He's
Bruno
so soft
Fernandes
now.
then will
That's
be
from the Craig
available for the
Burley.
game
I know.
against Aston Villa